Hello everyone, this is Jim Nix, and in this video we are going to discuss tips and tricks for using the new Dodge and Burn filter in Luminar 2018 to change the light in an image. I'll walk you through a full edit of this photo, showing you how we go from the before image to the after image. So let's go ahead and get started. To begin with, the photo is slightly crooked, so we'll begin in the crop tool so that our starting point is straight. Crop tool is available here. Just choose Tools from the drop-down menu and Crop. As you can see, there are plenty of options here for cropping, different aspect ratios, and more. However, all we're going to do is straighten the photo. So I'll just grab the side there, and you can see the arrows, and I will go ahead and turn this until I feel that it is completely straight. Now that I'm finished, I just click Done, and I'll return to my main editing screen. Because this photo was shot with a wide-angle lens, I see a need for some minor lens corrections. So I'll begin by adding the Develop filter and then adjust the photo. Click on the Add Filters button, choose Develop, and then close the Filters menu. I'll choose the Lens tab in this filter, and then I'll slide the distortion slider to the right, and you can see how it impacts the photo immediately. I'm going to go to about there. I think that looks much better. Next, I'll go over to the Transform tab in the Develop filter. And here I'm going to use both the Aspect slider and the Scale slider. The Aspect slider will stretch the photo out left to right, making it appear wider. I'm going to slide it to the left about to there. And now you will notice that there is some gray appearing both in the top of the photo and in the bottom of the photo where it's been overstretched. So this is where I use the Scale slider, and I will drag that to the right, and that will bring the photo forward and fill those gaps. I think about there looks good. And now I'll pop over to the Adjust tab in the Develop filter and get started with some additional edits. The photo is somewhat flat, so I'm going to start with Contrast to give it a little bit better feel. I think something like about 25 or so should be about right. Here's where I'm also going to bump up the clarity, which provides selective contrast in the midtones, and that'll give the photo a better feeling of depth. I think that looks great there. Now I'm going to add another filter, and I'm going to choose Structure. And what I'm going to do here is increase the structure significantly, and it's going to increase the perceived detail to really give the photo some pop and make it stand out. I think something like that looks nice. Now this is where we'll start controlling the light. I'm going to add the Dodge and Burn filter, and we'll get started making those adjustments. Dodge and Burn is a powerful new filter in Luminar 2018 that gives you the ability to selectively lighten or darken parts of a photo using a brush, and this helps you better control the light and shadow in a photo. So now that I've selected Dodge and Burn, I just click Start Painting to begin. First, choose whether you would like to lighten or darken the photo. I'm going to choose Darken, and then choose your size and strength. I'm going to increase the size significantly, but I'll leave strength at 50%. Once you have that ready, just start painting to add the darkening effect to your image. I'm going to apply this on the left and the right-hand sides of the frame, just to create a better focus on the center of the image where the light coming in from the ceiling is falling. I can paint over and over until I get it looking about how I want it to look, and I think that ought to about do it. Once you're satisfied, just click Done. So at this point, I'm really happy with the mood that we've created here by controlling the light, but I want to finish this off with a slight color tone enhancement. And this is where the powerful split toning filter helps. Once again, I'll click on Add Filters to open the filter menu, and I will choose Split Toning, and then close the filter menu. Split toning allows you the flexibility of adjusting tones in the highlights and shadows separately, so it gives you greater control over the look that you're creating. Since the photo has sort of a blue tint, I'm going to warm this scene up a bit, and I'll do that now. First, I'll work on the highlights. Here I'm going to drag the hue slider kind of a little bit into the orange range, and then adjust the saturation of that accordingly. I'm going to go about here, I think, to apply a much better warmth to the highlights in the photo. You can see the before and the after. I think we're having a good impact already. And now I'm going to do shadows. With shadows, I'm going to take the hue to probably about there, and the saturation, increase that a little bit as well, just to give warmth to the shadow areas. And now let me do a before and after with the split toning filter. There's the before, and there's the after. You can see that we've warmed it up considerably. And I think that suits the photo a whole lot better. So now let's take a look at before and after for the entire photo. Here's the before, and here's the after, and here's a split screen before and after in the sliding window. I believe we've come a long way in adjusting the light and creating a lot more intrigue in the photo. And that about covers it for this video. This photo started out as an interesting scene, but it was overly lit and lacked impact. Using the power of various filters in Luminar, I was able to really bring it to life. Thanks for watching.